Everyone at home, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the national anthem, performed by CLHS Assistant Principal, Ms. Kate Howard-Bender.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rattling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Please be seated. Welcome to the Civic Leadership High School 2020 virtual commencement ceremony. Before moving forward, I would like to ask for a brief moment of silence for all of our families that are dealing with pain and loss during this difficult time in our history. Thank you. In past years, this is the time when I would be introducing the CLHS Rose Ceremony. It is a special moment in our ceremony where our graduates offer thanks to a family member, teacher, or friend for their support and commitment to family that this school is all about. This is such a core part of who we are as a community that we didn't want to miss out on this important tradition. Therefore, I ask you to take notice later in the ceremony of the yellow rose displayed on the student screens when the graduates' names are called. Our graduates submitted names of those that supported them on their journey to graduation, and we honor them tonight. We are truly grateful, especially in these times, to have the support of each other. With that, I'd also like to thank the following people for the support of our school and those that made this possible. It is not often we get to say thank you, so please bear with me as I acknowledge some very important people to me and the class of 2020. Wow, it is crazy for me to say that I'm a father of 3. I would like to thank my wife, Kristen, for her countless hours of support, my beautiful daughter, Eloise, my handsome son, Xavier, and our newest addition, baby Brindley. Thank you to the leadership at the Capital Region Education Council, Dr. Florio, our Executive Director, Superintendent Tim Sullivan, and many others for providing direction and support to Civic Leadership High School throughout the class of 2020's tenure, but especially over these last few months. Thank you to our Communications Department, specifically Ora Alvarado, Tom Sullivan, and Jerry Clappis, who never get any recognition, but always do phenomenal work, usually with very little time. Thank you for helping us to pull this off. Thank you to Kate Myers, who absolutely helps us navigate Power School time and time again. Thank you to our advisory board. Thank you to Jen Anilowski and Asnuntuck Community College. Your partnership is helping to prepare our students for their futures. Thank you to Bill DeVoe and our cafeteria staff, custodial workers led by Joelle Colon, Donna Andrade, and the OR&L team. Thank you to Staff Sergeant Rogers and the Connecticut Army National Guard. Thank you to Stacy Stefanowicz, our special education support liaison. Thank you to Eric Crawford, the Family Resource Center, and our entire family engagement team, including Kathy Nazario and Aaron Ellerby. Thank you to the Connecticut Center for Nonviolence, Ms. Sherelle Banks, Victoria Christianau, and Pastor Lane. Thank you to all of our athletic coaches, our athletic director, Val Lishnak. Thank you to our school nurse, Donna Hartman. Thank you to our link crew, Mr. D'Alessandro, Ms. Roderick, and Ms. Arsenal. Thank you to our dedicated security guards, Millie Brito, Shannon Boone, Angel Alicea, and Wilfredo Cartagena. You have been our absolute lifeline during this time. This school would fail to run without our school office staff, led by our school mom, Chris Bauza. Stacy Pringle and Michelle Cardono are the glue that holds us together, the little things that no one sees. Thank you so much. Our attendance and homework packet crew, your calls, emails, and follow-up always kept our students connected. Thank you to our family engagement specialist, Janice Perez, for your countless home visits and translations. Thank you to our theme coordinator, Dion Robinson. Thank you to our behavior specialist, Mo Lloyd and Marlo Barnes. And a special thank you to Mo. As I hope you know, we have built this school through your hard work and dedication. You are my brother, and I love you, and I will always have your back. Thank you to John Coleman, our Director of Technology, but so much more, as we went virtual and we had to diagnose everyone's technology issues. Your commitment is unwavering. Thank you to our librarian and National Honor Society advisor, Lisa Jordan, and our theme coaches, Corey LaChance and Nancy Rosenbaum, all of who always go way beyond their job descriptions. Thank you to Ms. Trish Dahlquist, Ms. Melissa Janey, and our entire special education department. In times of crisis, you always rise to the challenge and exceed all standards. Thank you to Ms. Warren, Ms. Fairbanks, Ms. Jordan for being our senior committee chairs. A special shout out to Sean Bukowski and Brett Aslin for all of their hard work on the senior song dedication. Thank you to Mr. Joe Jarvis for putting this amazing virtual presentation together, photography during our drive-up graduation, and compiling our yearbook. Thank you to all our support staff, Ms. Venatash, Ms. Sandrini, Mr. Dario, Mr. Weisel, Ms. Reck, and Ms. Godin. Your commitment to all of our students, organizing the counseling corner, parades, our helpline. You not only had to be on Zoom calls, but you had the weight of the school on your shoulders. Thank you. Ms. Lauren Sandrini for organizing and coordinating this great event, for always having sound advice and helping us navigate these uncharted waters. Thank you to Ms. Macri, our senior class advisor, and as you have seen and heard, so much more. When it comes to the daily operations of the school, there's very little she's not involved with. We couldn't do this without her. Ms. Sandrini and Ms. Macri helped put every aspect of this graduation end-of-year celebration together. Your dedication to making sure every detail and student was accounted for is unmatched by any. Not to mention late night and early phone calls from me. Thank you. Then there's the admin team. In the United States Army, non-commissioned officers are considered the backbone. They are what makes the entire community work, never with any recognition. I honestly can say I would not be standing here today if it wasn't for all the hard work Ms. Howard Bender and Mr. Lautrec do for our school every day. I'm forever grateful. Last but not least, our entire faculty. Thank you to all of our paraprofessionals, associate instructors, our teaching and support staff, as they all work extremely hard. But especially during this time, it is a reality that we now work even harder outside of the building than in. They have spent countless hours planning virtual lessons, trying to connect with students, reaching out to those who need support, from parades to phone calls. The CLHS staff left no stone unturned when trying to reach our students. This is the essence of who we are. This is the essence of who you are, class of 2020. You now have earned this rite of passage, but it comes with an obligation to put others in front of your own needs, to sacrifice, to demand the absolute best, because that is what a family does. I am confident you will. CLHS strong. Our first speakers this evening are the Superintendent of CREC Schools, Mr. Tim Sullivan, and our Executive Director, Dr. Greg Florio.
I would like to extend my heartfelt congratulations to the members of the class of 2020, our graduating class. While we all wish a more traditional celebration of your accomplishments could be taking place, it is still an honor to address you and acknowledge you on this very special occasion. I also want to thank your families, not only because they have supported and encouraged you during your years of school, but because they made a choice to have you attend a CREC school. At CREC, we take our responsibility to provide a high-quality education in a diverse and a dynamic setting as a sacred trust. I certainly hope that we have lived up to that trust, the trust that you placed in us. As an organization, CREC has identified core values. These are core values that provide a foundation for what we expect of ourselves and describe a vision for the qualities we hope to foster in our students, the young women and the young men who we hope are equipped to be lifelong learners and global citizens that we need as a society to help shape our future. Our core values are to embrace collaboration, expect excellence, demand equity, and act with courage. To embrace collaboration, you must be both confident and humble. Confident enough to know that your contributions and your perspectives are valuable, yet humble enough to acknowledge that other people have skills and knowledge that you may lack. Think of it this way. Sugar on its own is pretty good. But when you put that sugar together with flour, butter, baking powder, and eggs, you get a cake. Each ingredient has a vital and important role that leads ultimately to something better when it stands together than when it stands alone. Expecting excellence of yourself and others, you will find often in life that people will rise or fall in meeting your expectations. Assume the best in others, and you will get their best. Push yourself to be excellent, and you will live your dreams. Demanding equity, remember you have a voice, and we hope you will use that voice to demand equity in your world. If you experience injustice, if you see injustice, speak out. Make change. This is your world. Make it into a place where everyone can find happiness and success, no matter their background or their circumstance. Strive for an equitable society so that where a person ends does not depend on where they start. And finally, act with courage. You will experience times in your life where you will feel uncertain, when you are unsure of what to do. Do not let that uncertainty stop you from moving forward. Act with courage. Know that you have the moral and ethical foundation within yourself to make good decisions, and that you have the strength to stand up for others and to also own up to your own mistakes. Civil rights leader Rosa Parks once said, "Believing in yourself takes courage. Facing the future takes hope." Carry both of these things in your heart. As you begin the next phase of your life, think about Rosa Parks' words. With courage and hope in your heart, identify your own set of core values. Live by them. Be true to them and be true to yourself. Become the person you hope to become. There is so much to experience in this world and so much to do. Dream big, live big. We are counting on you. Thank you very much.
Good evening to the families and the graduates of the class of 2020. I am happy to share some time with you this evening to celebrate your many accomplishments. On behalf of the entire Magnet School community, I want to congratulate you on this milestone. I hope that you will spend this evening focusing on all the good memories that have come for the past 4 years. You deserve to enjoy it. As I was preparing my remarks, I reflected on the eagle. Throughout history, eagles have symbolized greatness, strength, and power. They are at the top of the food chain and are often held in the highest esteem by society. The Eagles from Civic Leadership High School are held in the same esteem. However, these Eagles that are graduating today have used their strength and power to serve others. This school community, more than any other, has held true to the belief that to whom much is given, much is expected. I thank you for taking your good fortune and paying it forward to others. Your lessons have clearly been learned. You should be proud. I'd also like to remind you that your service is done with a unique group of peers. It would have been easy to stay local and surround yourself with people who look like you and share your cultural heritage. There is comfort in known quantities, but you chose to be different. You immersed yourself in the diversity that is CREC. You left your comfort zone and by doing so gave yourself and your community a chance to grow. Every one of you is better off because of the collective experiences you have shared. These are the lessons learned by the class of 2020. They did not start in March of this year. They started the day you won the lottery. They are lessons you will carry with you always. Embrace change, learn from others, and excel. Congratulations. I wish you the best of luck in all your future endeavors. Stand proud like an eagle and continue to wear your mask. Thank you.
Ms. Rebecca Macri, the class of 2020 staff representative, will now address the graduating class.
Class of 2020, family, friends, and staff. It is one of my highest honors to be able to share in this unprecedented moment of celebration in the commencement of the class of 2020. Seniors, from the beginning of this year, the class of 2020 has made a point to stand out. Many of you that have been Civic Leadership High School students since we were the Public Safety Academy on Post Office Road have made a point to stand out. I'm sure all your families can vouch for me by acknowledging that since you came into this world, you have made a point to stand out. While I taught many of you your sophomore year in Spanish 2, some of you have never even stepped a foot inside my classroom. And yet, it is the class of 2020 with whom I feel a very strong connection. The class of 2020 truly is different than those who came before you and those to come after you. In my own experience, the class of 2020 cares deeply. The empathy displayed through student internships, public service day activities, and personal outreach to help those in the community in need, that empathy is one of the many ways that makes the class of 2020 stand out. You are a class of future entrepreneurs, social workers, medical professionals, and lifelong learners. You are a class of rebels, orators, and social justice warriors. You push back, you ask questions, you debate, you learn from your mistakes and rise above them. The class of 2020 is a class full of advocates, both for yourselves and for those who cannot articulate their own needs. It goes without saying that we are sailing in uncharted waters right now. Facets of our daily lives that used to come so easily are difficult at best. Things feel different, look different, and are different. The fear of the unknown is the most different. It is fitting, appropriate, and poignant that it is the class of 2020 that is weathering this storm. As we all have acknowledged from the start, you have made a point to stand out. It will be the class of 2021 that will feel the legacy that you leave behind at CLHS. A class who has yet to walk in your shoes. They have yet to feel the gravity and joy of what it is to be a senior in high school. They will look to the class before them for advice, for guidance, and for reassurance in a time that is already one of enormous transition. Regardless of what comes your way, I am confident that the class of 2020 is the pace car for those who walk behind them on this journey. Please know, class of 2020, that just because we see you as the example doesn't mean that we don't see you, that we don't hear you. I speak for all of the CLHS staff when I say that we have greatly enjoyed our time with students from your class and know that you will be achieving great things when you leave us. Every life experience that you have will be what you make of it. What you choose for it to be, it will be. You, the class of 2020, are truly that powerful. We can only impart upon you what we hope that you do in your future. But it is not our journey, it is yours. Go forth and continue to make it yours, class of 2020. You are already off to an impeccable start. I am excited to now be introducing this next segment in our ceremony. Ms. Jordan, along with Mr. Aslan and their committee members, with the support of the entire staff at CLHS, have created this special tribute to the class of 2020. Please enjoy.
About CLHS and all those seniors who are doing their best. We really miss our classrooms and all the people we see on Zoom. We're firing up our laptops in our living rooms. We had to leave our home on King Street, and we know senior year has been incomplete. Los Sensei Eagles have something to say. We're in this together, let's make it a great day. Oh yeah, school goes on, even if social distancing's on. Oh yeah, school goes on, even if social distancing's on. Lawson sits back, it's like it starts for the moment. Scratches his head and does his best HB. Well, you know, Eagles, we're gonna send you off sweetly. Macri says, Hefe, just leave it to me. Oh yeah, school goes on, even if social distancing's on. Oh yeah, school goes on, even if social distancing's on. Gonna graduate, moving on. Get your diploma, your cap and gown. Hold on to memories as long as you can. Just come around, we'll still not meet again. Gonna graduate, moving on. Get your diploma, your cap and gown. Hold on to memories as long as you can. Just come around, real soon we'll meet again. Oh yeah, life goes on long after the days of school are done. Oh yeah, life goes on long after the days of school are done. A little ditty about CLHS and all the seniors who we're going to miss.
What a great way to celebrate the class of 2020. I hope you enjoyed watching that at home as much as we did making it. And now, Ms. Howard Bender, CLHS Assistant Principal, has the honor of introducing two very deserving students.
I have the privilege of introducing two exceptional individuals, the class of 2020 Valedictorian and Salutatorian. Our first speaker, this year's salutatorian, has been a model student committed to our school and community. Academically, he has earned honors with distinction every quarter of his high school career. He is a member of our National Honor Society and has earned many awards throughout high school, including being selected as a 2020 CIAC Scholar Athlete. He is active both in his community and at school, volunteering his time to such organizations as Food Share and in various leadership roles. In the fall, he is planning to attend the University of Connecticut with an interest in the aerospace engineering field. Congratulations to James Henriquez. Our 2020 valedictorian resides in Newington, Connecticut. She is a role model and a leader among her peers. Academically, she has earned the highest GPA of her class with an impressive 4.53, as well as earned honors with distinction every quarter during her time at CLHS. She is one of the students teachers often turn to when awarding honors and awards, as she is an exemplary student and an active member of our community, as evidenced by her many positions in agencies such as the member of the Yearbook Committee, the Student Senate, and a commander of the CLHS Honor Guard, to name just a few. Her hard work and achievement in school have earned her many accomplishments and awards throughout her high school career. Our valedictorian is planning to study behavioral neuroscience and psychology at Northeastern University. Congratulations to Gwyneth Catapay, this year's valedictorian.
Hello and welcome. My name is James Henriquez, and before I start, I wanted to let you guys know that this speech will be short. I know no one likes long speeches, so you're welcome. So, we actually made it to graduation, which is crazy, because just a few years ago, I was a short, chubby kid entering high school, and now I'm a slightly skinnier, slightly taller kid graduating, online. Never in a million years would I think that I'd be graduating high school from my bedroom, and that the last time I would go to school in person is on a random Friday in March. But hey, look at us now. It was unfortunate we could not get the full senior year experience. We've had our multiple trips taken away from us, we didn't have a prom, and we don't get to see each other and say our proper goodbyes. But there isn't much we can do about it. it is what it is and we have to accept it. A lot has changed from freshman year, but the experience has been great. I've made many friends, taken many opportunities, and made many memories. Oh, and I guess I learned some stuff. It is somewhat bittersweet. Our high school career is ending. We will go on to different paths. Some of us may continue to talk to each other, others may not. But that's okay. That's part of life. Just cherish those memories you had and accept it. I remember the countless days I'd be out of breath in the lunchroom with my friends, traveling and hiking with them, being a part of the soccer team, almost dying with my friends in the car a couple of times, the countless hours of boredom in class, and the stress I had within school. My mom is my biggest support for school, and she also makes great food. I'm gonna miss it. She always wanted me to do the best that I can. My father passed away when I was 8, and my mom wanted what's best for us. I talk about it openly, but I don't let it define me or hinder me. Instead, I let it motivate me to become as great as he was, or even better. So, my work ethic slowly developed into getting good grades and continue to get A's. And I'd like to thank my mom for that. I'd also like to thank my teachers for being there to teach us, and being there if we ever needed help anywhere else, but for not giving us so much work. I'd also like to thank my friends for the multiple laughs and great times we had, and anyone else who has helped me to get where I am today. However, because today I'm salutatorian, it does not automatically mean I make it in life. It's simply not handed to me. It all depends on what I do in the future, the connections I make, the motivation to work hard, and more. Good grades in school simply meant that I did the work, was able to remember the material. There are people who are more life smart or people smart, and can also become very successful. And I know that everyone here has the opportunity for greatness and success, whatever that may look like for them. Whatever you plan to do after high school, make sure it is what you want to do. Live your life to the fullest, because life is something you can never take back, and neither is time. Get out of your comfort zone, because in order to grow, you have to do things you don't want to do. Don't live your life with regret, because you decided not to do something out of fear of rejection. Rejection is temporary. Regret stays forever. There will be hardships we go through within all of our lives. There's no way around it. But if we want to get to those high points in life, we have to persevere and stay strong, no matter what obstacles in the way, kind of like our high school experience. Today, we're here to celebrate the success of getting our diplomas. We actually completed high school. Don't be sad that it's over. Instead, be happy of what's to come in the future and all the things you have yet to experience. I wish you all good luck in the future, and may all your aspirations and ambitions come true. Hey!
Hey graduates, finally, right? We're finally here after years and years of homework and essays and projects and capstone. Couldn't forget that. 720 days of all that, and I'm only just talking about high school. We got here from preschool, elementary, middle school. It seems like we've been in school forever. And for those who are planning on going to college, there's going to be a few more years that may feel like another forever. But we are the class of 2020, and there's nothing we can't handle. As you guys know, I came to a public safety academy as a sophomore and have seen it transition to become the civic leadership high school that we now know today. And since then, it has been an interesting 3 years that was full of laughter and dedication for all of us. I'm not gonna lie, this school, the staff, the students, this class, and my friends, it's been a roller coaster ride. Fun, scary, and sometimes even emotional. But you guys really helped me grow. In fact, we helped each other grow. I had been to 2 different high schools until I ended up here. And I have to say, this was the only school where I really felt like I belonged. It's obvious that this school, this class, is a family, and I can see that everyone worked hard and is still working hard to make it feel like a family for anyone new. Sometimes we might run into misunderstandings, miscommunications, arguments, but at the end of the day, we were mature enough to handle it. This is where I really learned not to judge a book by its cover. Some might seem very intimidating, but if you look a little closer, they're really a softie. Some might seem like they don't care, but they do, maybe more than others. Some might seem like they're really put together, but they're actually falling apart. But what's great about it is that we help each other pick up the pieces. We learn from each other, we give advice, and we try to give each other support. We might not always know what's going on with each other's lives, but we recognize that. Sometimes we have a slow start, but we catch up gracefully, I might add. We all have our own personalities, our own lives, our own ways of navigating through life. But this graduation, we are doing it together. I know we all wished that we had more time together as the class of 2020. And it's kind of funny how we're impatiently waiting for this moment to come. But at some point, closer to right now, we just wanted to hit pause. I've never wanted to go to school this bad as I wanted this past few months and see everybody's faces again. I didn't know online classes were so difficult. For some reason, waking up at 6 a.m. to catch the bus was better than waking up at 8:50 for an 8:55 class. Just building up the motivation to do anything was hard. Managing time is hard when you have so much time to manage. It seemed like I had more than enough time to do work, but as soon as I took a breath, the whole day was gone. This quarantine made me realize how being with people in school helped me stay productive and energetic. Yes, we still had work, maybe more than we had during this quarantine, but in school, you kind of forget that you're tired through hanging out with friends during lunch or sports or doing something after school. It gets me through the day, and looking through a computer is just not the same as talking to them in person, as well as asking for help from your teacher. I even miss Mr. Larson's daily dose of morning fist bumps. The coronavirus might have separated us, but here we are doing what we do best, pushing through it no matter what, making our last day a great day. Psych, there's more. I really want to take this moment to thank the teachers and staff for making this year worthwhile and for being so understanding and pushing through at times when students weren't able to. And for my friends for being there when times get tough, and for my family for just supporting me no matter what. And yeah, I wish you all the best. See you guys on the other side, and good luck.
At this time, I would like to announce the names of the 5 graduates selected for the CLHS Hometown Heroes Scholarship. Students receiving the Hometown Heroes Scholarship are those that embrace the CLHS core values that each scholarship is aligned with. Please join me in congratulating. For the T. William Knapp Honor Award, Gwyneth Catapay. For the Doug Sullivan Duty Award, Leah Coleman. For the Elijah Little Courage Award, Dasmarie Maldonado. For the Bridget Davila Excellence Award, Mara Suckley. And for the CLHS Pride Award, Vilmari Gonzalez. Congratulations to these 5 students for their hard work and dedication to our core values. This year has to be different. Nothing went the way it was supposed to. It was a pandemic. Not our school year, of course, although at times I'm sure it felt that way. I'm strained. I'm stressed. How do I deliver a message to a class that has had to endure so much? On top of it all, they have to listen to me virtually. So now I have to be extra entertaining. From being born the year or close to when 9/11 rocked our country, to ending your high school career under a pandemic, and quite frankly, some unprecedented times in our country. You have experienced loss of faculty, loss of friends, and family. Yet you are still here. You were able to persist. This is a strength that it takes many years to hone. I would say this class are the Jedi Masters of perseverance. But perseverance does not always equal success. You cannot sit back and hope to endure, praying it will be enough. You as a class know this better than anyone. When one challenge appeared, you grit your teeth and fought through. I want to hug each of you and cry and laugh. As I stare into my 5-year-old, 3-year-old, and 1-month children's eyes. I know they don't understand what is going on, and I wonder, what world am I preparing them for? How can I keep you safe? How can I give you shelter? How can I make sure your life is better than mine? My children are under my roof and protection. But as you enter this time of uncertainty, and although you won't be under the roof of CLHS anymore, class of 2020, you may have heard this message before. Good evening, CLHS family. This is your principal, Mr. Larson, calling with the weekly update. At CLHS, we persist to be critical readers and problem solvers. Thank God this is virtual because I don't have to see your eye rolls. I know it's corny, but it is true. Unlike my young children, you are aware and you are prepared because you have persevered, examined, read critically, solved problems, investigated, served, shared, and succeeded together. This brings me back to a time in my office with a senior earlier this year. The senior will remain nameless. She was upset over a grade and might have posted some disparaging remarks on one of our Facebook pages. I looked her in the eye and I asked her right then and there if she had any doubt that if she needed us, that we'd be there for her. I think she saw the hurt and disappointment in my eyes, or maybe it was just to get out of my office, but she said, "No, Mr. Larson, I know you all will always be there." She had no idea that she was talking about the heart and soul of our school. That's right, class of 2020. We will always be here for you, through thick and thin. That's the answer to those questions above. We will persevere because we are family. We don't always get along, but we will always love, and we will forever show up for you. Just like you showed up for us when we had to navigate distance learning or a virtual public service day, you all remain loyal to CLHS because of your love and devotion to each other and your school, your family. When you talk about family, for those who don't know, I am a mama's boy. I try to talk to my mom on a daily basis. She tries to impart in me Bible verses and always trying to keep my spirits high. People say that the principal is the pulse of the school. I would argue it's the principal's mother. In these past few weeks, I was talking to my mother and she said to me, "Jeff, I want you to read Psalm 57. No explanation, just an I love you, and read Psalm 57. As I opened my Bible and read the verse, this part stuck out. "O God, have mercy on me, for in you my soul takes refuge. I will take refuge in the shadow of your wings until the disaster has passed." These times, too, shall pass, and I look forward to the day I can hug each and every one of you, and we can celebrate together in person. Class of 2020, we are all a phone call away, but with your strength of perseverance, I am excited to see you soar. Congratulations, because you made today a great day. And now we will begin the presentation of the candidates. Ms. Rebecca Macri, the CLHS Teacher of the Year and Class of 2020 representative, will announce the names of the graduates.
Gwyneth Kappa Catape. James Aris Enriquez. Eliza Marie Alfines. Julimar Annis. Raynor A. Blanton. Jimilette Maylee Centeno. Dorian Cheney. Leah Marie Coleman. Miliani Marie Contreras. Pedro Xavier Contreras, Jr. Priscilla Marie Correa Sosa. Brianna Maria Crespo. Denasia A. Cruz. Octavio de Paz Sanchez. William Marshall Demarest. Austin J. Dion. Durant Dunstan. Christopher Antonio Espinal. Shanielette Alexandra Fargas Madero. Matthew Robert Ferrone. Justin Garcia Amaro. Catherine Victoria Gartman. Vilmari Jeanette Gonzalez. Anthony William Izo. Trenton Reginald Jackson. Clifton Lloyd Johns, Jr. Kaya Renee Judkins. Jonathan Tyler LaJoy. Bryson Max LaSalle. Malena Lee Lopez. Haleen Luna. Dasmarie Maldonado. Ivan Javier Maldonado, Jr. Kelvin Samuel Martinez. Paula Nicole Martinez Aponte. Cyrus Raven Madrano. Julius Isaiah Mendez. Jada Chanel Minter. Malachi Moonsami. Marlon Isaac Napoleon. Nathaniel Ray Narvaez. Nelson Nieves Santiago. Jason Everett Niles Scott. John S. O'Connell. Joseph Louis Ortiz. Theodore Roosevelt Owens. Kamisha Monet Parkman. Isaac Matthew Pedraza. Dejea McCrae. Wilson Stephen Peña. Jiraishka B. Pomales Perez. Alia Quintero. David J. K. Rivera. Julissa Diamond Rivera. Rosiris Derlis Rivera. Alia Mylene Robles. Ashley S. Rodriguez. Jayshalice Isabella Rodriguez. Alejandro Ruiz Jr. Narcanum Saidova. Veronica Sanchez. Samara Soto. Mariana Adele Suckley. Sidelsis Torres. Jaslyn Marie Torres. Sean Christopher Wallace. Diamond Aaliyah Washington. Dylan Michael Way. Jose Saldivar.
Graduates watching from home, please stand. The traditional turning of the tassel, where one is asked to move the graduation tassel, symbolizes transition from candidate to graduate. It signifies that you have passed through a stage in life and are now ready to face new ones. Graduates, you may now move your tassels from the right to the left. As principal of the CREC Civic Leadership High School, I certify that these seniors have met all the requirements set forth by the Capital Region Education Council and the state of Connecticut. By the power vested in me, I hereby declare the class of 2020 to be graduates of the CREC Civic Leadership High School. Friends and families, thank you for joining us virtually this evening. And again, congratulations to the class of 2020.